Greetings. This is the 2012 Blair Fantasy Football preseason power rankings. I made a video earlier shooting on Gallagher. Nez chimed in. So, Gallagher, get ready because it's still coming. This is the preseason of Brian Gallagher. Okay, so this is my second video of the day. A lot of you have never made a video ever. Hughes and Hurley, say hi. They've both never made a video, so they need to step their shit up. Miller probably never will because he's too stubborn, but everybody else should try. Let's see. So number 12 with the power rankings. Well, if everybody had to guess, who do you think it would be? Give me your prediction.
Nate.
Yeah, we already saw it. All right. Okay, Nate, it is you. It's not Brian Gallagher. Gallagher, realistically, if we weren't shitting you so badly, you probably would be 12, maybe. But your team's really not that bad. It's just funny to make fun of you because you get pissed off. Nate, you're number 12. One, you're dating my sister. Second, you have a lot of injury risks. Like, I can't see your team making it through week 6. You have Frank Gore, Michael Vick. Enough said. I mean, you have Ray Rice, which is a good pick. You have like Jeremy Maclin, who, he's an injury risk. Let's see. I got 2 computers up here right now. Nate, just accept number 12. Number 11, Brian Gallagher. I wouldn't put you last, but you're close there. You had one of the worst picks in fantasy football history, and job the best. But I think that's been explained to you enough. But I'll actually compliment you on a few of your picks. I like the Ben Jarvis Green Ellis pick in the 4th round. Having been someone that had Cedric Benson on their fantasy team in the past, the Bengals will pound the ball with their primary back. And Ben Jarvis Green Ellis will get 25 carries a game. And the dude can score touchdowns. Who else do you have? I like Titus Young pick, one of my favorite picks of the draft. Julio Jones, 2nd round pick. I enjoyed it. Shady McCoy, you can't go wrong with Shady. I love Shady. Pit boy. Let's see. I'm looking at Nate's awful team still. Gallagher, your team's still really bad, though. Beanie Wells was, oh, God. I almost threw up thinking about it. Yeah, that and Java Best alone pushed you to number 11. Did you have any other bad picks? I'm sure you did. Let's look. You deserve it. Natural Ice, Dylan already commented on that name. I don't think it's that bad. It's not that funny. My name's still terrible, so I can't really make fun of you for that. Yeah, Garrity Motors, yeah. Gallagher, Nate Washington, solid pick, because Kenny Britt's an absolute wild card. More of a wild card than a winner right now.
Kenny Britt got week 1. That's it.
Yeah, Bonnie Brown, he might play. I guess it's not bad. John Baldwin, not very good. Okay, enough on you. Number 10. He loves marijuana. Not Taha, it's Tim Tooney. Or Tom Winter. I really don't know who's going to be the owner of this team. I mean, I should make a poll. Who will be the... I mean, I don't know what Tom's doing. God knows. Tooney, you have Jordy Nelson in the 2nd round was atrocious. Way too early. Arian Foster's a good pick. You have Raplesberger as your quarterback. Wilson McGahee, he's 47. Justin Blockman's got a retarded guy throwing the football. Dwayne Bowe, another retarded guy throwing the football. Brent Selleck, I don't think the Eagles use their tight end anymore. Let's see. Shane Vereen and Danny Woodhead are both backup running backs on the same team on your roster. Terrell Owens is cut. I mean, your team's not very good. But, I mean, I did like the Arian... I mean, you can't go wrong with Arian Foster. Trent Richardson's had, like, 6 knee surgeries. Actually, you're lucky I didn't put you at 12. That's because I spent 3 minutes on this. All right, number 9. They are the original champions of the league, and it is John Albany and Patrick Booth. Jobs. I'm waiting for it to load real quick. Hold on. Our internet's terrible here.
2 great guys, though.
2 great guys, yeah. I'm sure they're drunk right now. Let's say they got Peyton Manning, which is a risky, high-risk, high-reward pick, I guess, but I just don't see it working out well. Now that Maurice Jones-Drew is back, it definitely helped you, but you probably would have been right in front of Gallagher at number 10 if it wasn't for that. So you moved up 1 spot because of this. You have really, really bad receivers, just really bad. Michael Crabtree has never panned out. Sidney Rice had 2 shoulder surgeries this year on both shoulders. Robert Meacham, I think he's going to be good this year, but he can't be your number 1.
Okay.
You got the Gronk, which is, I mean, just the absolute man, but, I mean, he almost broke his neck last year, so. Darren Sproles, great for a PPR draft. You got Fred Jackson, who I like. Your bench is really bad. You got the Tammy Tampon, who's, I mean, he could potentially be good, but he's not going to be playing because you have Gronk. Amendola, C.J. Spiller, Hillman, they're all backups right now. All right, number 8, Dylan Nelson. Dylan, I do like your team, actually. I'm not going to lie. Your receivers are absolutely lights out, but your running backs are just absolutely terrible. Like, they're the worst. Like, I thought last year your running backs were terrible, but you upped it up the ante a little bit this year. Like, your best running back is Kevin Smith. And I'm not lying. Kevin Smith And D'Angelo Williams is your second best running back. What are you going to do if one of them gets hurt? You've Michael James, Felix Jones, I guess, isn't bad. Jonathan Dwyer won't end up playing because Mendenhall was activated from the PUP list. So, I mean, yeah, the pup. But your receivers are lights out. You have Brady, you have Steve Smith, Torrey Smith, Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, who I love this year. Steve Johnson's always consistent. So, I mean, that's why you're 8. Like, 8 with those running backs is pretty impressive. So, you should be proud of that. Number 7 is Ryan Hughes, sitting right next to me. Ryan Hughes had, I don't know, probably the worst pick in the draft. Like, we like to make fun of Gallagher because he took a brain-dead person, but Hughes took a fullback in, like, the 9th round. A legitimate fullback in the 9th round. I'm surprised he wasn't on the draft kit. Hughes, that was horrible, by the way. Let's say, Reagan's Riggs. What we got here? Hughes.
Maybe the best name of the draft.
It is a good name. Hold on. Our internet sucks. Bear with me. Okay, Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. Lights out. Best combo in the league. So that's why he's number 7. He is starting Jonathan Stewart, which is just not good because he's horrible. He's got Marshawn Lynch, so if he doesn't get suspended and get arrested for the 15th time this year, will be a very good player. Deshaun Jackson's a nice piece, but points per reception hurts him a little bit, you know. Randy Moss, I don't know about that. Jermichael can't stay healthy, but he's good when he does. Let's see. Bench. He's got John Kuhn. Everybody laugh at him. He's just a horrible pick. James Jones. I mean, if someone in front of him gets hurt, he's a stud. Devin Hester. Hughes is obsessed with Devin Hester pick in the last round for some reason. I don't know why. I want to be honest. He's got Jay Cutler, a nice handcuff, and Michael Ashore, if he will end up starting over Kevin Smith, and Dylan will have 1 starting running back on his roster. Actually, he'll have 0 because D'Angelo Williams doesn't start. So, Dylan, you might. I have a lot of running backs, and I have the best team in the league by far. So, come talk to me whenever if you need a running back. Rumors. Let's start the rumors. Okay, number 6, Ahmed Taha. Looking forward to playing you in the ALJ Bowl this year. It should be fun. Let's see. Let's take a look at your team real quick. Hold on. Bear with me.
For STDs.
The battle for STDs. Yes, that's nice in there. Yeah, we saw Jennifer Pagano third floor. Passed her a few times. She's got their boyfriend's a tool. Don't worry. We will sabotage that relationship, and you will be ready to fuck her on St. Patty's Day. Okay, back to the topic. Cam Newton. Okay, good quarterback. Even if he can't throw, he's still going to do his thing. Let's say. LeGarrette Blount. Hurley claims he's cut. Regardless, he's not starting anymore. So your running backs are really bad, too. Not as bad as Dylan's. It's not possible, but they're bad. Chris Johnson. Solid. I love your receivers. Taha, I love your receivers. You got Percy Harvin and Antonio Brown, probably 2 of my 5 favorite receivers this year in fantasy. And you got them in pretty good value, and I love the Antonio Brown pick. I got a little hard when you picked him. Actually, I'm hard right now thinking about it. Hurley says it's a steal of the draft. I disagree. I think Roddy White, 3rd round, was a steal of the draft for your team. That was absurd. The guy went the 1st round last year, and he had 100-something catches, and his points per reception. You got him midway through the 3rd round. What is everybody doing? Like, I was salivating at the mouth. You got Tony G. He's always a solid tight end. Let's look at the bench. You got Peyton Hill, so I guess he'll end up starting for you because LeGarrette Blount is not on a team anymore, according to Hurley. Pierre Thomas is all right. Your bench, you got some it says Jerome Simpson is suspended. I'd never heard of the guy other than when he flipped over someone. Michael Floyd, he's like 1 DUI away from being suspended probably. Santana Moss, consistent. So, I mean, your team's pretty solid. Number 5, Brendan Miller, and I really hate myself for Miller 5. His team's not, like, it's good, but it's not, like, it's not worthy of a 5 on a normal year. Like, every team's not that good in this league except mine. I feel bad for you guys, but hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Brendan took Evan Royce. Let's talk about Evan Royce. That was another horrible pick. Yeah, I need a charger. My laptop's about to die. Will you go get it for me? One of yours? Yeah, I'm on reserve battery. It's in my room. It's over there to the left. But Brendan took Evan Roycer in the 7th round, which was one of the worst picks of all time. Philip Rivers is good, though. I really like that pick. Doug Martin, Darren McFadden, solid. 2 solid running backs. And he's got good receivers in Decker, Colston, and Green. His bench is just atrocious. He has Lamar Miller, I think is the 4th string running back in the Dolphins. Kendall Hunter. If Frank Gore gets hurt, I think that could be a potentially good pick. His backup quarterback is Kevin Cobb, who's not even starting on his own team. So God forbid Philip Rivers gets hurt this week, he's not going to have a quarterback playing. Hold on, I'm going to move this laptop a little bit because it needs to be charged. As you can see behind me, this is the NIG wall. We just have a lot of black people up here. Taha's seen it. Nez, Dylan, you've seen it. Alright, so we're changing the angle a little bit because the laptop's about to die. So, Brendan, you don't deserve to be 5. It pains me to put you at 5, but you are. Number 4 is Matt Nezgoda. I like his team almost every year for some reason. He always picks a solid team, all the way from the Minnesota/Chicago. Let's look at your team real quick. Hold on 1 second. I like your name too, Redmond Longcut. That's funny. A lot better, lot better than natural ice. I can tell you that. A lot better than natural ice. Nez, let's say Aaron Rodgers. That automatically puts you in the top 5, in my opinion. The guy's a stud. I like your receivers. Miles Austin, if he stays healthy. Larry Fitzgerald. Demaryius Thomas going to be a stud this year. I dig that pick. Let's see. Isaac Redmond injury. Your running backs are a little injury risk, though. Matthews and Redmond. You got Michael Bush, Toby Gerhardt. You got some nice handcuffs at the running back position for potential sleeper picks. And I love Ruben Randall and Leonard Hankerson in the last few rounds.
I love Michael Bush.
And Hurley loves Michael Bush. Number 3. Oh, my God. Chris Bassick. Really? Chris Bassick. One of the, I mean, this is his first good draft ever. Usually, I mean, his first 2 picks were absolutely horrible. He took, what was it, DeMarco Murray and Victor Cruz. 2 of the worst first 2 picks in fantasy football history. But, I mean, the kid did work in the last few rounds, in my opinion. I mean, I'm as shocked as you are that he's number 3. Because usually he's usually the Gallagher of our draft. Usually get made fun of. But, I mean, I have to give him kudos. He made a really good draft. Our internet's really slow, I'm sorry. But I know he has DeMarco Murray. He got a lot of NFCs, guys. He's got Bradshaw, Murray, Victor Cruz.
He doesn't have Bradshaw.
More Bradshaw, yes, he does. Our internet's too slow. Who's his quarterback? He's got Eli. And I mean, he's got a solid team, and I think it's got not a lot of risk. Like, I think he'll definitely make the playoffs. A lot of the people behind him have better teams per se, but I think that could potentially falter from injury and benchings and stuff. Fred Davis, good pick. Mike Wallace was a great 5th-round pick because the guy's usually a 3rd-round pick, but the holdout ended almost immediately after the draft. So, what else? Des Bryant, not bad. Your bench is horrible, Bassick, though. You got Rashad Jennings. Actually, your bench is actually pretty good, but you drafted I don't know why Plaxico Burress on your team. He's a free agent, so. Number 2 is Hurley. I disagree with this. I don't know why I put him 2. I hate putting him 2. But I mean, everybody's team except mine looks pretty shitty on paper. So I'll just say I picked out of a hat. But I mean, who do you have? You announce your team the thing.
I'm not biased. You put me 2 for a reason.
I
bet.
Who's your quarterback?
Drew Brees.
He's got Drew Brees. That helps him out. Mark Ingram, Donald Brown, 2 horrible running backs. He's got Peterson. Got him in the 3rd or 2nd round. I don't know. So if he plays, I guess it's a good pick, but it's an injury risk, you know. Mendenhall, I don't know why. That was a good last-round pick. Benson now, that was a good pick. Ryan Williams, good pick. You got receivers are pretty solid. You got Moore, Lloyd, and Jennings. I mean, yeah, I guess he deserved to be 2 in this weak league-ish. But number 1 is clearly David Kish. And, I mean, it's not even close, in my opinion. My team is just dynamite. Tony Romo in the 10th round. He was the 6th quarterback last year, playing hurt the entire year. 10th round. It's just mind-boggling. I got Hakeem Nicks in the 4th round. He went in the 2nd round last year. Like, Steven Jackson in the 3rd round. I got Forte Charles, 2 great point PPR running backs. Steven Jackson in the 3rd round, just, Vincent Jackson in the 5th. Pierre Garçon in the 6th. I think he'll be a breakout. Robert Griffin in the 11th is my keeper quarterback. Or I could just keep Romo in the 10th round, which isn't too shabby. My tight end's horrible. I'll give you that. My bench is really good, though. I have Stephen Ridley and Roy Hilo, 2 starting running backs now. So Dylan, Taha, if you need a running back, I'm willing to talk because I have 5 starting running backs, unlike you guys, which have probably 1. Hurley says he does 2. He just does not have 5.
Starting running backs?
No, you don't.
Ryan Williams, Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson, of course. Guys, so those are the power rankings. I'm clearly number 1. For my team, like my shirt says, the sky is the limit. So, if I had to pick a championship matchup right now, this is just picking up at. I believe it will be David Kish first. Actually, I'm going to be in the championship. That's all that matters. Well, I'm signing out. My second video of the day is complete. Those are the preseason power rankings. Feel free to record your responses, your thoughts, maybe make your own power rankings. It's all good for me. I'll talk to you guys soon. Looking forward to seeing more videos. Peace out.